Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Feature Friday. So twice a month we're going to be featuring a local business, and today we're going to go visit my really good friend Josh over at Rosewood Kitchen. So let's go check it out. Salut. Thank you, dude, so much for having us, as always. So, you know, I want to know, dude, just a little bit about, like, tell me, like, where this all started, man. The vision. I know when we first got to the block here, right around the corner, you were getting started. You made us feel really good about coming in. You guys are doing really well. Tell us about the food, man, and just where it all started.
Prior to this restaurant, I was working in electrical distribution about 10 years. So quite the natural transition to restaurateur. But I was fortunate to be able to travel internationally, and it was very inspirational in that, whether it was in Rio de Janeiro or Bangkok or Bordeaux or Montreal, traveling the world, regardless of political affiliation, religious, ethnicity, gender, the commonality worldwide was that everyone loves good eats.
That's right.
Good drinks, good ambiance.
So cool.
Great customer service. And it was inspiring in that, you know, when I knew it was, you know, time to go to the next chapter, I wanted to create a platform where, you know, individuals can come, enjoy themselves comfortably, and learn how to respect difference, and what better way than through cuisine.
Awesome.
And drinks.
So tell us about the croquetas, because I heard you got some awards for this recently, or recognition, I should say, right?
Well, I'll step back a minute.
Okay,
You know, with the philosophy, that platform, and then the you know, the ideas behind it. It's just taking our roots.
Yeah.
My parents are from Sonora, Mexico. My lady's from France. Grew up in Spain. We've had a lot of different influences that are very Latin based. And so that's where you get this Italian, French, Mexican, Spanish fusion.
So it's Italian, French, Mexican, Spanish.
And not limited to that, but those are just like
And occasionally Japanese?
Well, I mean, recently we've, because of COVID, you know, we were shut down on Mondays, I think about 17, 18 months. And past month we've been doing a pop-up sushi spot on Mondays, 5 o'clock to sell out.
Super cool.
Bringing in a sensei of a sushi chef who helps out, works with our head chef here.
Yeah.
And doing omakase. It's a chef selection, generally a 4 to 5 course meal.
Yep.
But it's really nice to experiment with different types of flavors. But again, you find the commonality of certain seasoning or spices, salts that overlap. So it's been really interesting to do solely the Japanese, and then still maintaining our menu, maintaining the quality, regardless of what menu we're putting out. It allows us to venture off to, you know, the Maghreb, Northern Africa. We find a lot of couscous, or India with some curry flavors. Of course, Asia is Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Korea, Chinese, Japanese, of course.
Right.
Probably missing some too.
Yeah.
It's really nice to be able to fuse different flavors and just come up with a delicious plate that you eat visually. So the presentation's key, and hopefully our servers are more so tour guides, and they're descriptive enough to where you're eating with your ears, then you're eating with your eyes, and then ultimately eating with your mouth.
Not to be biased, but we're here probably 3 to 4 times a week, easily, getting food and drinks, and they're always great at, even though we come so often, they're always like, this is the special tonight, which you guys are great about, right? So when do you guys do specials? You guys are doing those?
We shoot to do specials on the weekends.
Okay. Live music?
Live music on the weekends. That's one of the funnest things I think about, you know, being here, is just planning specials and how creative we can get, where we're not too outlandish or, you know, it doesn't make sense, because a chef is classically trained, so I like to do a lot of classical old school techniques, whether it be French or Mexican or Spanish or Italian. And then just throw a little twist on it, make it exciting. I mean, we are in California, so
absolutely.
pretty creative.
Absolutely. I'm hungry. I don't know if there should be shots of me actually eating food, because we've talked about this before, where I'm not like the sexiest eater of food. I'd love a little rundown though on the croquetas, and you know, kind of just tell me a little bit more about that, the mole, and then we got the flatbread.
All right, so right here I'm drinking some vino tinto.
Oh, the sangria, by the way. I don't mean to interrupt.
Sangria is a house special.
House special.
I make a red and a white, and yeah, it's sparkling, it's on tap, it's delicious, it's a hot seller. Red is generally blueberry and strawberry, and the white is pineapple, honeydew melon.
Awesome.
But if there's some
So
fruits
good.
in season that come through that just exciting flavors, we'll mess around with that. We like to bring in a lot of wines, both red and white, you know, again from Spain, Italy, France, Argentina, Chile, of course California, and I've been bringing in quite a few wines from Valle de Guadalupe from Mexico.
Awesome.
You know,
Awesome.
90% of, say about 90% of the great wines are coming from that valley,
So
which is
rad.
2 hours south of here.
So many people, so many of our friends, we were just introduced to Valle a couple of years ago, and we've been going there, and it's awesome. It's literally, what, hour and a half, 2 hours away?
2 hours away,
2 hours
it's
away?
like the Napa of Mexico.
So good.
And the price doesn't necessarily spoil the taste,
Right.
which is huge.
Yeah.
That's huge here as well.
Yeah.
So, well, with regards to these dishes here, you know, from travels in Spain, there's a lot of tapas or pinchos, you call it in San Sebastian area, Basque area. These are our croquetas, and we have our house garlic aioli. It's potatoes, parsley, garlic, and Spanish ham.
Yum.
Fried. So it's
Yum.
it's a good dish. It's a simple dish.
One of my favorites when you're drinking a beer or wine.
I was gonna say,
Sorry,
you know,
but-
Booze Bros is next door.
Absolutely.
They
They're
carry our
next.
menu,
Yep.
and you'll see that when you do
Yeah.
a video on them. But it's a great dish with beer. you know.
Awesome.
Moving on to this.
I'm actually gonna have a bite while you talk about that. Go ahead. Excuse me.
With this dish, this is like a Mex-Italian fusion. So I love fried chicken. I mean, I won't lie, I love Popeyes. So with this this chicken, we wanted something that could stand, you know, alone and just by itself. So we take a chicken thigh, we brine it for about 2 days. It's a
Oh wow, for 2 days?
house
I
batter.
didn't know that.
It's succulent on its own. That sits on top of a bed of arborio rice. Very basic. You get that creamy texture, natural flavor from the I guess you could say risotto, but arborio rice. And then the mole. It's not your traditional mole dish. For those who know, the mole is a national dish of Mexico, and it comes down to 2 states battling as to whose is better, Oaxaca or Puebla.
Interesting.
And I mean, it's all subjective based off the individual you're talking to.
Right.
For the most part, I've heard Oaxacan tends to be a little sweeter, Poblano's savory, but that's why we went with the Poblano style. So you get that savory mole sauce on top of the fried chicken thigh, which lays on top of the bed of a creamy textured arborio rice. And they all meld pretty well. It's a local favorite.
Yeah.
For sure.
I know a lot of guys really like this, or people like this in general. That's awesome. Can't wait to try that.
And then our flatbread, our dough is done like Napolitano style, so we make a viga. We let that rest, you know, a couple days.
It's Italian style, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So from Napoli, Napolitano.
Napoli, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, we take our time, give a lot of love to the dough. Starts with the foundation.
So good.
This specific flatbread has some ricotta spread, some arugula, some prosciutto, and diced tomatoes. It's, again, very simple, very elegant, and delicious.
I love it. I love it. Well, this is our first go at this, guys. We're super excited. Again, 608 Mission, right? Rosewood Kitchen. Josh is the man. He's not just handsome. He cooks, well, he knows good food, you know? No, but in all sincerity, we love you, brother. Thank you so much for having us, dude. I can't thank you enough, dude.
Thank you very much.
Awesome, dude. Excited to make this happen and keep rolling with this. And it's just all about that community support, and that's why we've always connected, because we're just bringing those good people into the community and making sure that we're supporting them.
That's a huge factor here. I remember when you were,
came skating by,
kind of skeptical, or you
Yeah.
didn't know, uncertain as to whether you should, jump on the block, and I'm glad you did.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could see how strong the community is, and everyone supports each other, and we're all pushing each other to just, whether it's a product or service, it's top notch and high quality.
100%.
Oh,
So what do you think? We do Booze Brothers next?
most def.
I think you should just be with me in the next one. Like, we just do this together.
It's gonna cost you a croqueta.
Thanks, dude.
Bon app.
All right, guys, we're wrapping it up. This was an amazing first show. Is it a show? It's a segment. It's a
segment.
It's a feature.
Yes.
And we're ending it with
Tiramisu.
perfect. Thanks, Rosewood. Appreciate you guys, and salud.
Cheers.